Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough met with Donald J. Trump, and Megyn Kelly sort of tore into them. Check it out.
Now, we put it off for long enough, and this is the thing that I'm most excited to talk to you about. I hate when people in the media couldn't give a stuff about the people who watch their shows, listen to their shows. Instead, they do it for the rest of the media. Perfect example of that are these two who host Morning Joe. They are slicker than slick and sicker than sick, right? These are people who, at the time, married to different people, happened to fall in love with each other and then form this sort of new super union of ego. Imagine the number of mirrors in their homes just to simply get a little glance at themselves. I know, hopefully not in one room, but you get my point. There's plenty of reflective surfaces of which they are impressed by in their own homes. And they, of course, came out and said, after calling Trump Hitler, and just every single day, 3 hours a day, the most boring hate on Trump. Oh, well, now peace in our time. They went and saw Trump in Mar-a-Lago. I hate that Trump met them because he should have kicked them to the curb. There are plenty of people who even probably were supportive of voting for him in 2024 who are going to be kicked to the curb because they weren't sufficiently loyal enough for 4 years. These guys tried to shiv the knife every day. I hate that he met them.
Yeah, I do too. I can't stand it. And it wasn't just Hitler and fascist. It was also 8 years of racist, sexist, rapist. That's what he was being called all over their show and MSNBC. And it's all just forgotten. It's a nothing. He's not a rapist. He's not Hitler. And Trump allowed it, right? Trump likes attention. He wants them talking about him. He wants them saying nice things about him. He doesn't need them. And of course, I think Trump, too, is happy to see somebody bend the knee, which was fun to see. Bend it. Get down. Nice and low. Pucker up. Lick the boot. And now
Kiss
the backside.
The ring. Kiss
Do
the
it
ring.
again.
Lovingly.
That's the only thing I like about it. Like, lower. On your bellies now. Lick it. Do it. I'm sorry. That's the only thing I'm enjoying about this. And then slither back to your studio and try to tell your audience that you convinced they just elected Hitler and a rapist, that, why wouldn't we talk to him? Now he's worth talking to. Yeah. It's about two things. One, their ratings are in the toilet. They've beyond circled the bowl. They've lost half of their audience, and they're doing what they can to generate interest in the show. And Trump is a ratings machine. And so they're excited about the possibility of maybe a Trump interview, which everybody will watch, and they'll be relevant, and they'll be talked about again, and they can save their multi-million-dollar contracts because they won't be fired because they'll generate ratings. And the second thing, and I actually think these are in reverse order, because the second thing I think is the most important to these two, and it is the access to power that they crave. And this is what I find so unattractive, Paul. I have the opposite. As soon as anybody starts inviting me like too much into the fold, I repel. I'm like, I'm out. I'm not on anybody's team. Not on your team, not on his team, her team. I'm a journalist. I'm an independent, not putting on anybody's jersey. These two are like, we're out. No. What do we need to do to get up back in? It's like, well, your circle's over here and they lost. So you have to rebuild and you have to say something to your viewers that's going to make them feel better and show the way forward. No. Our circle has no power. We need to be with the all-powerful one. Oh, maybe he'll pat us on the head. Maybe we'll get to go to a White House state dinner. Maybe we'll matter. Like J-Lo said, you matter. They were listening. That's what they need to be told. You matter. So they had to go and ingratiate themselves with him so they could feel special, like the chosen ones, like the elites. They can't be the losers who don't have access to the sitting president. And that's why this guy, who has no integrity, was able to, in March, say, the best Joe Biden ever. And then after that debate, have to look us in the eye and say, okay, he's got to go. I admit it. And then after a week of pressure, turn it around and say, maybe not. And then when it was a foregone conclusion, thanks to Pelosi, say, Kamala Harris is the one. She's a solution. Yes, she's magical with the words. Can't believe how great she is. And the Democrats are right on point. There's no other option in Hitler. And then when Trump won, to turn around and say, not Hitler. And actually, I've been talking about all these issues like the trans thing for a very long time. Just nobody would listen to me. The Democrats' messaging was all wrong. That same guy has no problem going in to talk to Trump, licking the boot, and turning around to the audience being like, it's totally normal. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he is just, I mean, he is so up himself, and she's just lost the plot a very long time ago. But do you remember?
She's an idiot. That's the other thing. She's a dope. And by the way, she's constantly lecturing us about women's rights. Like she's progressive. I forgot to tell you today, I do not have my black stretchy pants on. I have the full sweatpant on today, Paul Marie. I'm just going to be honest. And I need to disclose this because it's a visual. So this Miss champion, Miss Feminist, they were on the cover of, was it New York Magazine 10 years ago? And you have a picture of the two of them where Joe Scarborough is like this. I think he might have his feet up on the table. It's like a power pose for him. And she is up there. This isn't, I'm not dressed for this, but I'm going to show you. Okay.
Yeah, commit. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Oh my God, I should not be doing this. That's what she did. And he's sitting there in the power position like, yeah, do it, baby. Pose. Show him your brain. So I am so over her pictures about women's rights and empowerment and rapist this. You're full of shit, and we all know it.
Megyn, I love you, and to show equal vulnerability, right? I'm now going to stand up and show everyone that I'm wearing shorts. So I just want to say I love you, darling, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Okay?
Wow, Megyn Kelly always brings the heat, and she torched this Mika Brzezinski character. I want to show you that picture though. Hold on, I'm going to show you this picture of Mika Brzezinski, so we get a better look. I mean, it's really not such a great look, but here. This is the picture that she's talking about. You have Mika here on the left. You have Joe looking a little sus on the right. Yeah, she's not wrong. It is a little bit of a creepy pic. That's what these people are doing over here. This is a bigger pic right here. Wow. A little gross for a morning TV show, but okay, women's empowerment all the way. For more, subscribe to this channel. If you want to help us make more of these videos, go to buymeacoffee.com/Jewish Uncensored.